positions in Fortune 500 companies. He is a recent transplant to Naperville community, as I mentioned in the very beginning. It is our good fortune to have His Grace Ganganarayan Prabhu here with us today. In fact, I was eagerly looking forward to hearing from him. Since they came here, this is the first class he is giving. And thank you again, Prabhu, for being here. Really grateful.
Thank you
Hare
very
Krishna.
much. Hare Krishna. So thank you so much for that generous introduction, and I hope I can do justice to the next hour of your time. So we'll get started with some kirtan, and then we'll get into the discussion for today. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana, Yamunatira Vanachari, Yamunatira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Shyama Sundar Radhe, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Mom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Bhagacharya Ashtodhara Srimad, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se gaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai, Shri Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Shri Shri Mayapur Navadi Dham ki jai, Shri Shri Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, Bhakti Devi Tulsi Maharani ki jai, Ganga Devana Devi ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Shyama Sundar ki jai, Tagore Pimanade, all glories to simple devotees, all glories to simple devotees, all glories to simple devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. So I would like to welcome you again on this nice warm day. It's 53 degrees, I can't imagine. So we moved from San Diego to Chicago, and this has been the best welcoming winter ever, I imagine. So, really, really happy to transition into a warmer winter here. So very merciful lordships to kindly accommodate us and give us a nice transition. So again, this is the time of the year when things slowly start to cool down. We're done with our festivals. At the workplace, also things start to wind down. So this is really, the schools are done. And so this is really the time that we have a little bit of a quiet time before we embark on the next year. And I thought as a topic for this year, instead of waiting on the 31st of December, maybe we start on 24th of December. It gives us a week to prepare ourselves to engage with 2024 and invite 2024. So that's the spirit of this topic. And I would like to keep this interactive. Is there somebody that can be a mic person here? Do we have an additional mic?
Yes, we have.
All right. So again, let's keep this engaging on both sides. So the topic is fairly straightforward, is goal setting. The why, what, how, when of goal setting. The inspiration for this topic is from the teachings of Srila Prabhupada, from the Bhagavad Gita as it is. And as many of you may be aware, we just celebrated Gita Jayanti not 2 days ago. So again, we are, our cells are still in excitement of Gita Jayanti, and in the mood of that, we are going to take shelter of Bhagavad Gita and understand and share a little bit about this topic. So we started off 2023. I'm sure the Naperville congregation has had a different experience, and each one of us may have had different expectations walking into 2023. We had our plans of what we wanted to do and how we wanted to serve, how we wanted to get things done in various aspects of our life. And then, there's a reality of what actually manifested. It's green. It's not so bad either. But, it's been a little bit bumpy. It's not necessarily the road that you thought it would be. There's a pathway, thankfully. It isn't so bad. But, there's a little bit of surprises. This congregation especially, the most eventful thing for this congregation has been the inauguration of this temple in April. And what an amazing infrastructure we have, amazing place we have for all the sincere devotees to gather and glorify and relish in the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. So again, this was a very pivotal milestone that was part of our 2023 roadmap. And then, as we have executed our 2023, we've also gathered a bunch of stuff along the way. We've collected things. There are titles some of you have earned along the way. There's experiences each one of you have accumulated along the way. And so there's good and the bads and the uglies that we have gathered along 2023. And so, let me just go back to this. So, in this, this is again from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14, verse number 9. O son of Bharata, the mode of goodness conditions one to happiness, passion conditions one to fruitive action, and ignorance, covering one's knowledge, binds one to madness. And the next verse is, sometimes the mode of goodness becomes prominent, defeating the modes of passion and ignorance, O son of Bharata. Sometimes the mode of passion defeats goodness and ignorance, and at other times, ignorance defeats goodness and passion. In this way, there's always competition for supremacy. People have experienced that in 2023, where the mode of passion, goodness, and ignorance are trying to get the better part of you. And so these modes, we've all been on this roller coaster ride in 2023. And again, as we have gone through 2023, we may feel differently now that we are at the end of 2023. We may feel differently about ourselves depending on what we have picked up along the way. Or you may have not changed, but people may perceive you quite differently. That's also quite possible. And so, looking into 2024, yes, we've done a bunch of things. We've done a lot of things, actually. Some of the things have been just imposed, just circumstantial. I didn't really have a choice. But where is this actually leading me? And is this directionally in the right, in the correct direction? Both, again, as I'm talking about this topic, I want you to imagine yourself, and then your immediate circles around that, your family, your community, congregation, etc. So this is actually a pretty nice exercise that I went through. I was listening to a lecture by His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu. And, and this is one of the things that he mentions is, if you have to take life insurance, you go through a calculator, you put in your weight, they ask you if you have high blood pressure, or if you have diabetes, and then, your weight, and then they compute, how long you may potentially live, just based on the risk factors, just statistically speaking, all right? It's all just statistics. So just based on pure statistics, I did that, and I expected to have a healthy life of about 75 years. And then you subtract your age, you multiply that by 52 weeks in a year, and that results in, for me, 1560 weeks. So I have exactly 1,560 weeks, statistically speaking. All right, this doesn't include any mishaps that might happen in the middle of this journey to 75, which we know never happens, right? Nothing really happens. And so really the question is, how can I make the best use of 1,600 weeks? Really, that's what it is. And so this is how, again, this is an aspect of goal setting, is there is a purpose, and then there is a metric, and there's a time aspect to it. And then you have to define the what's along the way. So that's what we're going to be covering in this presentation. So like I said, this is how I look at it today, in Naperville. It's actually nice and cloudy. It's a very peaceful weather, 53 degrees Fahrenheit. At 6 p.m., I couldn't have asked for a better weather here. And it's a good time to spend the next couple of days individually with your family, with your teams that are serving this congregation, and then as a broader community, to reflect upon what has gone well in 2023, and what we should be aiming for in 2024. So let's just spend a minute talking about, why do we need to set goals? And I've listed some here, and then I would like to ask you guys too. One is, goals give you a sense of purpose in life. So again, day to day, month to month, year to year, what is it that propels you? And I wanted to make a quote from quite a prominent management guru or teacher. We greatly overestimate what we can achieve in 1 year, and we greatly underestimate what we can achieve in 5 years. So we are quite aggressive about our short-term goals, and quite pessimistic and quite lukewarm about when it comes to longer-term goals. Second is about why we need to set goals, is mind needs a target, without which it can be spread in all directions. And so if you don't know where you're going, then pretty much all roads lead you forward or backward. You don't really know where you're going. Another reason you could think of having goals is, once you have goals, you can actually be persistent, as in, if you're making progress or you're not making progress. And this is another, one of my favorite quotations from Vaisheshika Prabhu, which is, energy flows where attention goes. There's actually a pretty nice, it's a really small story about a monk, who's walking on the side of the street, and, he hears the footsteps of a galloping horse. And so he looks at the back and he sees a man riding the horse. And so as the man on the horse approaches this monk, he turns around and he asks the person, "Where are you heading?" And he says, "I don't know, ask the horse." And so again, that's also one of the autonomous mode that some of us just operate in. We just let the modes and energies carry us forward. So I'm not sure if we actually have internet here, but I'll try this. Go to the verse. Prabhupada actually makes a pretty nice comment in the purport to this verse 2.66, and he says that disturbance is due to want of an ultimate goal. That means without an anchor or a focal point, you don't know where to look and which direction to head. So there's disturbance. There's no peace of mind without a goal. And then we have our very famous verse, 241, and we'll actually chant that in the next slide. The intelligence of those who are irresolute is many-branched. So before we move forward, I just wanted to check with the folks here. Why do you think you should set goals? Anything outside of this list?
Question. He's asking to repeat the question.
Oh, the question is what? I'm just trying to see if you have any other reasons why we should set goals.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I think one of the biggest reasons we set goals is like your outcome. So if you're too focused on the outcome, you kind of can't just focus on the big point. You kind of have to set small goals to reach the bigger outcome.
Okay. To give you a sense of progression. Okay.
Hare Krishna. I was trying to say that it will be easier to measure your progress when you have, short-term and long-term goals.
Okay.
Yes, Doctor.
Goals set directions in our life. So we can go in particular directions. Our energies will not be wasted here and there. Also, we need to remember about goals, that goals are like stars in the sky. We may not be able to reach them. However, we will chart our course looking by them. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing that. Well, that's beautiful. So goals give us a sense of progression. Goals helps us directionally. Well, goals help us not to waste our energy. That's a fabulous point. So in this particular verse, again, somebody would like to read this verse? It's a very important verse, or a very famous verse. Do you want to read the...
Those who are on this path are wrestling with purpose, and their aim is one, who live at the side of the truth. The intelligence of those who are irresolute is many rapid.
Again, so this is a very beautiful verse that talks to why we need a goal. And without the goal, we are spread all over the place. Going back to what you just said, is we waste our energy, our life. And like I said, I have only 1,600 weeks. I don't want to waste my time. So maybe let me ask this other question. There's also cases, there's been a lot of years where I haven't set goals. And what are some of the reasons why we don't set goals?
Afraid of failure.
Afraid of failure, okay.
Bring down stresses.
Stress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Lack of clarity about what needs to be done. There's one in the back. Okay. Okay. So we have +2 on that. Lack of clarity on what needs to be done. We have one on that corner.
We set the goal and always repetitively we are getting a failure. Maybe because of afraid, we don't set the goal.
Yes, because of continuous failures that demotivates us from setting goals. I'll come to you.
Overwhelmed with emotion, you just don't know you need to set a goal.
Yes, stressed and overwhelmed. There's one more here. And then
Lack of motivation.
lack of motivation. That's great.
I find more people, they don't know. There's more speak out on that topic. But
Yeah, I was totally expecting. That's why I didn't put any points here. I was sure I'll get a lot of points. So this is true. All of what you expressed, and that's true of me too. We don't set goals because we don't know how to set goals. We don't know how effective it will be. We fear that we will not be able to meet those goals. We feel overwhelmed. And then this is also there's also self-limiting beliefs. There's actually a story associated with self-limiting beliefs. And the story goes as such that there are two frogs. The two frogs, playing around, from one puddle to another puddle, and suddenly they jump into what they thought was a puddle, but ended up being a pretty deep hole. And so these two frogs were trying to get out. They tried and tried and tried and tried. They couldn't, spent a lot of, trying to jump. They started to scream, croak, not scream, croak. And, their friends, relatives all came, they looked, and they were concerned. It's like, hey, jump, jump, jump. And, they were encouraging them. And then after a certain point, they said, you know what? You're not going to make it. Just don't, just give up and, just give it up. And so after a lot of tries, and one of the frogs actually dies, because of exhaustion and demotivated by, there's no hope. There's absolutely no hope. And the second frog, sees this partner is actually dead, but then somehow still keeps continuing, and then somehow the other finds that fraction of burst of energy in its body that somehow gets to the edge of the hole and springs out. And once it comes out, the people are, its relatives and friends were asking, how come? This frog made it outside, even though we said that there's no chance that you could come out, just stay put. It turns out that the other frog was deaf. So again, there are certain self-limiting beliefs that we have based on, the vibes that we get from around us. Sometimes you just have to be deaf to those self-limiting beliefs. And again, there's discrimination there. Sometimes you have to heed, and sometimes you just have to let go. So these are the reasons for some of the reasons why we don't set goals. So we talked about, why we need to set goals. We talked about why we don't set goals. The next is what goals to set. This is also a pretty important question. Brian Tracy, again, is one of the management gurus, quite famous in terms of time management and goal setting. And incidentally, the name of the book, one of the books that he wrote was Eat That Frog. It's just coincidental. So prioritizing what are most important things in my life are important to set goals in the first place. So again, you have to have a pretty good sense of what is really, really, really important in your life. And then you can actually set your goals. The resolute purpose of this is Srila Prabhupada, the resolute purpose of a person in Krishna consciousness is based on knowledge. And the purport to the verse that we just heard, Vyavasayatmika Buddhir, Ekya Kuru Nandana. So the resolute purpose of a person in Krishna consciousness is based on knowledge. So it's like the magnifying glass. The knowledge helps focus our energies to a point where it starts to deliver utility or the ultimate purpose, in this case, lighting the fire. And so, again, the goals, the what of the goals is based on knowledge. So, moving on to the 18th chapter, this is verse 47, Bhagavad Gita. It is better to engage in one's own occupation, even though one may perform it imperfectly, than to accept another's occupation and perform it perfectly. Duties prescribed according to one's nature are never affected by sinful reactions. And then I'll just go on to read. Now this is another from the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, verse 16 and 17. There is no possibility of one's becoming a yogi, O Arjuna, if one eats too much or eats too little, sleeps too much, does not sleep enough. He who is regulated in his habits of eating, sleeping, recreation and work can mitigate all material pains by practicing the yoga system. So again, this verse now talks about, again, as we set our goals, how much is a stretch goal? How much is a goal that will actually make you collapse? And so, yes, I want to be able to get up for Mangal Aarti at 4 o'clock. And I set a goal, get up every day at 4 o'clock. If my 2023 has been getting up at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, aiming for 4 o'clock will require a substantial shift in one's lifestyle to get to that 4. Doesn't mean you cannot set it, but again, one needs to have a proper sense of how gradually we can get to that particular goal. And that goes to not just sadhana, but also in terms of any other goals you may have, either on the health side. I want to lose 50 pounds. Well, that's a lofty goal. Can we do a little bit more incremental here? So again, how do you moderate and calibrate your goal that is within the bounds of reach? It's not so easy that you can easily attain the goal, but it's just enough that can stretch you to the next point, and to the next point, and to the next point. And then this is the sledgehammer of all the goals that we have, 18.66 in Bhagavad Gita. Sarva dharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. So abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you of all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So this is, the ultimate, that brings it to, what is that ultimate state. And so, as we are trying to define the what, it becomes really important to understand one's role and identity so that we can actually define the what or the goals, the purpose. Like, for example, if I have to establish a goal, for my, as a janitor, if I'm a janitor, but if I think that I'm a CEO and I define a goal for the organization, that's going to be a little bit of a mismatch there. And so, similarly, I may have a particular profession, and if I set a goal that is outside of the profession, that becomes a little bit of a misalignment. And so, understanding oneself is important to determine the purpose of oneself. And that's really where Bhagavad Gita dives straight in. And I'll give you an example. So this is the scene from Bhagavad Gita, right? Very famous scene. There is the Pandavas on one side, and there is the Kauravas on the other side. Arjuna, who's kneeling on the floor, with his bow, which is rested on the floor, is now looking up to Krishna. So, again, understand that this personality, Arjuna, is not, some regular dude. I mean, he is a pretty powerful person, right? He's among the best and the best of the warriors, and a really tough guy. And it wasn't that he just woke up one day and found himself in a battlefield. This whole sequence of events leading up to the determination that the war is going to happen on this day at this particular place has happened. But the fact is that on the day that he had to perform, he lands up at the battlefield, he sees his grandfather, he sees his teacher, he sees his relatives in warrior clothes, and he is now doubtful. Like, really? I mean, all this time I really wanted to get into this battle and be done with this, but now I'm having my doubts. And so, here, in this particular verse, again, can we have some volunteer who can, maybe I'll just read the English. Now I'm confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I'm asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. So this is, there's a series of conversations that Arjuna has, giving multiple reasons why he should not be fighting. And this is how he finally ends his monologue. He says that, now I'm confused. And it's interesting to note that Arjuna is asking Krishna what he should do. And the very first words that come out of the Supreme Personality, Krishna's mouth is, the Supreme God of Personality said, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead. And then from here on, he talks about you're not this body, but you're a spirit soul, and what the qualities of the soul are, and what is the quality of an individual who is situated in that consciousness is. So Krishna doesn't actually tell Arjuna what to do. But even if before he says what to do, his very first statement is trying to address who he is first make sure you understand who you are, what your identity is, what your role is in this particular circumstance. So this is a very important aspect, very important, it's like, one of those pivotal turns of, the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, or the narration of the Bhagavad Gita. So, again, with this verse, Krishna is trying to focus on who Arjuna should identify himself as, trying to tell him that he's actually separate from these identifications that he's carrying. So, I wanted to now open it up. What is your purpose in life as you, based on everything? I know there's devotees here who have again spent decades in Krishna consciousness. There are people who may have not spent as many years in Krishna consciousness, but let's try to go around and see what are some of the purposes we understand or you understand your life is for.
One person.
As a new devotee who started last summer, and so my purpose right now is to connect with Krishna and go ultimately reach his, worship his feet, his lotus feet. So that's my purpose in life, I guess.
Jai.
Who? Dr. Joseph.
The purpose is to work according to your dharma. What is your dharma? Kshatriya, Brahman, whatever it is. And you should perform according to that in your life, so you will be successful. Arjuna was trying to run away from that. But Krishna made him aware of what Arjuna's dharma was, and then Arjuna acted accordingly. Krishna did not dictate him, but Arjuna acted when Krishna made him alive of his life goal.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. So working according to your dharma. Any other? I mean, this is a topic that I totally expected devotees to do a slam dunk on.
I think everybody knows they are not just speaking.
There's Mataji at the back.
Okay. You. Okay.
To remember Krishna at the time of death and living your life in a way that is possible to remember Krishna at the time of death.
Thank you so much for sharing. And again, this could be something that you have read, or something that you have read and you have personalized it for yourself. Either is okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
Purpose of life is to realize God. So we have to follow the path through which we can realize the God. It could be bhakti yoga, it could be yoga, or so different ways that our Vedic science tells us. We should follow that, so we will realize the God eventually. When the time comes, the God is going to be with us. We have inside the God sitting inside.
So
It will be
follow the
realized.
principles as initiated, be it Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. Thank you for sharing that. One last brave soul? Oh, there you go.
The purpose is to go back home. Somebody is calling. It's long way. You are long way and it's long time. Come back home. So.
Yeah, going back to Krishna. Be with him.
Right, Prabhu, so I tell everyone that everybody's purpose is first make temple debt free.
Jai! So your purpose is to make everybody's purpose build a temple. There you go. I like that purpose. And so, let's say what Prabhupada has to say. Prabhupada says the purpose of life is to enjoy. Really? Really? All that Mangalarti, 4 o'clock, all the services, all the stress of trying to build a temple, managing a temple, managing complex devotees. Purpose of your life is to enjoy. Looks like we signed up the wrong place. So this is, Anandamayo Abhyasat. And again, you can, there's also another verse, Athato Brahma Jigyasa, right? We see that also from the Vedanta Sutra, very first verse. Now that you have a human form of life, inquire about the absolute truth. So it gives you, what that goal is, goal of human life. Inquire about the absolute truth. So in this case, the purpose is to enjoy. But the science of enjoyment or the method of enjoyment has two completely different trajectories. One is you're at the center, the other one is Krishna is at the center. And you have to figure out which direction you're going to head. So you can enjoy with Krishna at the center, in which case it is absolute, everlasting, infinite. Or you put yourself at the center and you are limited. And the Ananda is also limited. So, purpose is to enjoy. And you may choose to enjoy through various machinations, various methods, either vacations or buying stuff or eating things and, increase the level of sophistication of those or the quantity of those. Or you can actually put Krishna in the center and dovetail that around Krishna. And that satisfies you. And that satisfaction lasts, and that Ananda lasts beyond this lifetime. So, again, that's Prabhupada's really crisp answer. And so we understand the purpose of ISKCON. Now this I just borrowed it from, we don't have to go through every single line there. But the purpose of ISKCON is also very clearly enunciated. If you go to ISKCON.org, and there's a mission. These are the 7 purposes of why ISKCON as an institution is set up. And it is quite likely that as a congregation, we may look at this and we may adapt and adopt a purpose that is very personal to us, but is in alignment with these purposes. So there's actually another purpose statement. This is another purpose statement that I came across online. We help customers realize their hopes and dreams by providing the best products and services to protect them from life's uncertainties and prepare them for the future. I was like, wow, this could be, such a nice, this, I would have thought that this would have been a pretty cool tagline for ISKCON, right? To help protect people from the life's uncertainties and prepare them for the future, which is what we're doing too. But actually, this belongs to Allstate Insurance. It's an insurance company. So again, they've articulated what their purpose is, and all of their efforts, their marketing, their product development, everything that they do is encapsulated by this theme here. This is another really nice management concept called as Ikigai. How many of you are familiar with this? Many of you are. So for those who are not, this is in Japanese. This means, Iki means life, and Gai means worth. And actually, I quite recently, just last week, I used this with my team as we were trying to build, our goals for 2024. And, there's things that you love, there's things that you're good at, and things you get paid for, and then there's things that the world needs. And the intersection of those gets to this Ikigai. It's a state where all of those, your what you love, what you're good at, what you get paid for, and what the world needs intersect. And there are certain areas you'll see which have been highlighted. For example, you may be good at something, you may get paid for it, and it may be what the world needs, but it's not something that you love. Or it must be something that you're good at, something that you love, it's something that the world needs, but guess what? You're not going to get paid for it. And so there are some gaps there. So you have to be aware of those gaps. So this is, again, this is a very material view, but you can extend this to how you define your goals that touch various quadrants of your life in a way that is consistent with this meaning, that gives meaning to your life. So, me and my wife Varsana, we were thinking about, what kind of a personalized purpose statement we can have as parents. And, it's a very simple thing: raise confident, resourceful, and happy children. That's it. So we have a purpose, and now how we go about it, there's a lot of hows associated with it. So all purposes served by a small well can at once be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. So again, talking about purposes, as we focus on serving Krishna and aspiring to connect with Krishna, automatically, there are purposes. It doesn't mean we shouldn't have those purposes. We should have those purposes, but we understand that by, automatically focusing on that ultimate purpose, these other purposes also get satisfied. So I wanted to now quickly get into how, really practically, how do we set some goals? So the first aspect of goal setting is you have to write it down on a piece of paper. This is number one. And this essentially moves it from subtle, what's in your mind, to something that is gross. So put it on paper. Second is you can categorize. You can categorize your goals, because there's just too many things for us to do. We get overwhelmed. There's a pretty big list that we have. So come up with categories. There's a spiritual category, there's a health, there's family, there's finance, there's community, there's house projects, there's workplace. So there's a lot of these categories. And within those categories, identify one or two things that you can set as a goal, that you can measure, because what you cannot measure, you can never improve. So again, I want to be able to read X pages of Srila Prabhupada's books per day. Or I want to chant at least 4 rounds very attentively. Ideally, all 16 rounds. But, okay, I want to chant at least 1 round in front of the deities with the most attention that I can muster. That is my goal. Or, memorizing one verse every month. Something, that is realistic, something that takes you from zero to the next level. And then similarly on the health, what is it that you want to do about your health, about finance? Again, you need to plan for your life for 2024, so you can set aside money for living, for your vacations. How much is it that you want to contribute for the temple? I think this is a good time to sit and plan. Look at your finances. Make sure that you have your will, your living trust, all that is taken care of. And also then make sure that you plan for contributing towards the temple and other philanthropic activities. So again, this is a really good time to be able to do that. Prioritize, right? Again, there's a photograph here of the big rocks and the pebbles. We have to identify what those big rocks are. And those categorization essentially helps you identify what those big rocks are. You put those big rocks in, and then, the small ones can easily fit in. And then as you do that, check in every 3 months, every 4 months. In fact, you can take, Nityananda Trayodasi or Gauranga Purnima or, Janmashtami as checkpoints through the year. Use those as checkpoints to evaluate, how you're doing in the year. And again, as you plan this, you have your plans, Krishna has his plans, and so the circumstances would have changed. So this is an opportunity to calibrate your goals, to accommodate for things that you never imagined would happen. So again, check in regularly. So decide, put things on paper, categorize, prioritize, and then optimize. So these are the 4 steps for goal setting. And the best part is, yes, you can do it. But this, yes, you can do it, is not like, I can do it. Krishna says here that, I want to go back to this verse 2.41, which is, those who are on this path are resolute in purpose. So what path is he talking about? So those who are in this path of devotional service are irresolute. So that's number 1. Number 2 is, I wanted to again get to this verse, 11.33. Therefore get up, prepare to fight, and win glory. Conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Sabyasachi, can be but an instrument in the fight. So in this, Krishna has said that, those people on the other side, they're already dead. You just have to get up and hold your bow and your arrows, that's it. So again, we are instruments, and what we can strive to be are better instruments. And so, I want to also add this last verse here. We talked about this Sarva Dharmam Parityaja verse, and there's actually a very important line towards the end, right? Ma suchaha, do not fear. So again, this is taking shelter of Krishna. At the end of the day, you can do it. You can do it because you have Krishna with you, and he is supremely powerful. And based on that strength, you can do any goal that you set out for yourself to do. So again, that can do is not, a self-centered, like I can do this. Yes, you can do this with Krishna's help, with Krishna's mercy, leaning on Krishna and his devotees. So that ma suchaha aspect is really important here. So closing thoughts. Goal setting starts with understanding who you are, what is your nature, and what is your relationship with this material world? What is your relationship with God? And then we need to understand the end point. Again, we focus on directional progress, not necessarily on perfection. And then how to set goals, we talked about putting it on paper, you categorize it, you prioritize it, and then you optimize it. Your goals need to be measurable. Be very specific. And again, don't bite more than what you can chew. Finally, you don't have to do it alone. Ma Suchaha, Krishna is with you. Do not fear. Thank you very much. I think we are probably short of time. Do we have time for any questions? No? Okay. All right. Thank you.
You can take this. Thank you so much, Ganganarayan Prabhu. Please give a big hand. We are usually very particular about our time. Those of us who give classes from here in this community, we are exactly given 45 minutes, including question answers. But Ganganarayan Prabhu, as you have seen, his presentation is amazing, wonderful. And he's here, so you know him, so you can go to him and talk to him in the conference room if you want to discuss the topic. Thank you again, Prabhu, really appreciate that. And usually if we have an invited guest, out-of-town guest, sannyasis, we hear 1 hour. That is including question answers. And we are very particular about that. So today's announcement, Sunday feast, we have a Sunday program and we have a Sunday feast sponsorship. So Sunday program includes all the worship procedures starting from morning all the way till night. And today, Jaina family, including Jitendra Jaina, I saw Jitendra somewhere. Haribol. Jitendra Jaina and Sabida Adhikari, Ayushi, Ishan, their children, Upendra, Yashoda, and Shanti Mai Adhikari, they are seeking Krishna's blessings. Do we have the prasadam for them? Prabhu, yeah, you can please come and receive. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. It means a lot. And today's Sunday feast is sponsored by 6 different families. First one is Surya Kaundiya and family seeking Krishna's blessings, celebrating his son Prahlad's first birthday. Surya Kaundiya, are they here? The family? Not here? Okay. Amol Gaurakar and family seeking Krishna's blessings for the Gaurakar family. Are they here? They're supposed to be here today. They're not here. Okay. Nail Saumitra and Amit Ganguly seeking Krishna's blessings for Ganguly family. They are not here. Sunil Patel and Jayashree Patel and family seeking blessings for 4th birthday of their daughter, Radha Priya. I think I saw Sunil somewhere. Yeah, Haribol, Radha Priya, come forward. Radha Priya, please come. Please come. She's a special guest here. She's super special. Please give her. Prabhu, please. Wish you a Krishna conscious birthday, Radha Priya. She's super special. And then Balaram and family celebrating Gita Jayanti. Balaram Prabhu, please. Balaram and family. Kathamrita Mataji seeking Krishna's and Vaishnava's blessings for the well-being and recovery of her mother. She's not here. I know she's in India. Pradibahu Prabhu is here, so please. And Parth Trivedi seeking Krishna's blessings for all. So, Parth Trivedi, thank you so much. As you can see, almost everyone who have sponsored, everybody who sponsored, they are all seeking Krishna's blessings. And that is the best thing that we can do under all circumstances, seek Krishna's blessings. And those who seek, they will find it. So kindly chant after me Krishna's holy names. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So every Sunday when I make this announcement, I always say this, and I request you to chant after me, offering prayers to their lordships. This is not a mechanical process. Krishna empowers his devotees to distribute his mercy. The devotees can experience the pleasures and pains of this life. Krishna is not a material being. Krishna is purely spiritual. It is the devotee who experiences the happiness and distress of others within the community or within their own family or their circle of friends. So Krishna empowers his devotees to distribute his mercy, and therefore when we are chanting the names of Krishna together, appealing for their blessings and mercy, these families do receive that, because Krishna has to reciprocate because of your prayers. So thank you again, all of you, for sponsoring today's feast and distributing Mahaprasadam. And anybody else who desires to do so can contact Abhay Prabhu. Abhay Prabhu is over here and in the months and years to come. And I'll give this to Shyam Prabhu, because without Shyam, I don't know what I can say here. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for putting me in a spot. First of all, some of you were here on the Gita Jayanti, and we all met our goals. So please give a big hand to everyone who put so much of hard work on the Gita Jayanti. So many devotees have gone door to door, standing in the cold and rain and trying to get some Gitas in the hands of the people. Some of them are not here, but if any one of you still want to take some Bhagavad Gita and distribute it, please talk to the book table, people at the book table. And Gangadhar Prabhu is here. If any, sorry, we didn't allow you to ask the question because of the time. Otherwise, you will say that we take your time too much. So, but please talk to him. I mean, this is a very rarest of the rare to have that level of speakers in our organization, in our ISKCON Naperville. So please talk to him. Sit down with prasadam and whatever you want is all you. So, January 1st is our next big event. So this is the first time in a bigger temple we'll do January 1st event. So as you know, on that day, in case you don't know, sorry, I should not assume you should know. So January 1st, we all together chant the holy name, so that day we want for entire Illinois, all the residents of entire Illinois gets some blessing. So for them we chant, on their behalf we chant. Because you know what's happening, that there's so much of misery. So at least one day we pray for every one of them. So we request all of you to please come to the temple on January 1st. Before that there is a December as well, so Sunday, but Monday, January 1st. So please come, chant with together. There is a nice prasad that day. The Govinda Express will serve food you can buy throughout the day. And you can be here. It's a nice environment. So please look forward to seeing all of you and spread this message outside and have people come for January 1st. What time? It's starting 10 o'clock in the morning, but Mangal Aarti starts at 5 o'clock. So, by the way, give a big hand to Dr. Joshi and family. They have been very kind. And they are one of our big donors, and we are very nice. So thank you, both of you. And they drive all the way 40-50 miles to come to here. I think they are the farthest that they come. So thank you. With that, the one, I think I don't have the name of the volunteers who were in the kitchen cooking and cleaning. But as you know, there's so many people working so hard in the kitchen service, in various other service. So if you go out, if you see them, they're serving, they're doing something, give a thanks to them. Tell them thank you for what you do. And also you join. So I don't know if you noticed or not. Does anybody notice that this temple floor on the sides are a little bit cleaner than it is? All right. So Prabhas Dubey Prabhu has taken this. Prabhu, please. He is the one, he starts cleaning entire temple floor, right? So likewise, there are so many services that we all can participate. Prabhuji was when speaking on the goal setting. So on your behalf, Prabhu, I am telling that everybody's on their goals should have for sure set up some time in putting effort in the temple, because the temple can run only with the devotees. So some hours everybody has to plan that how much you can do to the temple, so that we can run smart, you can look cleaner. Otherwise, same place, if you remember, there were dust lying, right? It's all clean. So thank you, Prabhas Prabhu. So likewise, all of us, we are getting into 2024. This is such a big milestone, 2023 for ISKCON Naperville. So with that, please take blessings, and wonderful prasadam downstairs is waiting for you. Thank you, and look forward to seeing you again next Sunday at 5. Our Aarti starts at 5, so please join us. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Are you going first?
Casey will play. What do I sing? Tell me. Please tell me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
As long as we figure out who's going to do something.
श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर की जय। हरे कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar, Shri Radhe. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Bolo, bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Radhe Shyam Radhe Madhava ki jai, Gaura Premanande.